9Z. And we will get one of paiN or MIBR. We kick things off on Mirage. A execute coming through. Nice and easy. The lurk of drop. You gotta love it. He's the in-game leader now, and he's calling himself into the lurk. You love to see it.
Yeah.
Well, let's say complete retake A setup.
It's very diligent work as well. You can see that lovely two-smoke wall with no gaps. Molly in towards dark. Flash over ramp, and they've got this retake set up. So Big Uzera's going to flash his boys in. He has the kit as well. And it's all very CT-centric. The whole squad going to be coming in from this vantage point, and I can't help but feel this is going to be hard for the CTs to get past these crossfires. Insani's P250 is poised, spotted now. Cowes has already gotten himself into an angle to fight towards jungle. It's not necessarily perfectly planted. Nice shot from Insani. Lux immediate on the trade. Time-sensitive mission here as they're not looking at safe. So much damage inflicted. It's all wrapped up neat and tidy. Exit with a triple kill there. And it was the one Mac chose to watch. Keep your eyes on Exit, starting with a multi-kill. MIBR starting with a pistol.
Hoping to show paiN the door. Now, I am surprised to not see Vertigo end up in the pool, and that potentially being the choice of paiN, who played against this MIBR roster a mere 6 days ago. Now, Vertigo was the pick of MIBR, and they lost 13-0. But paiN, I'm sorry, it's the third map. But I thought it would be a pick. I thought if you beat a team 13-0, mate.
But then you also feel like the bar's set so high.
Oh, okay, you can't live up to that again.
Yeah, I mean, you might get to see a 3-mapper here. MIBR, though, on their Mirage pick, are starting off very strong. Very comfortable into this second round force from paiN Gaming. I say that as NQZ does disrupt. A nice little scout headshot to safe.
It's the same as the pistol round. Look at all the space that they have, right? They just need to plant the bomb. The pistol round, they had jungle and connector control. If there was a smoke, it could have potentially rumbled the MIBR post-plant setup. But again, look, it's going to be planted towards connector. This is a very difficult round for MIBR to lose, considering the weaponry advantage they have, the positions, and the numbers. So for paiN, if you give this one a look in, you won't really have a whole lot to work with going into the following round. This one already feels lost, and following Lux will be the tale of Snow and NQZ. They just want to get out, hold on to the goods, and hope that drop doesn't remove anything as he jiggles from the vent position. Doesn't catch a whiff of it. They stay silent. How deep do they entrench themselves? Because Insani's waiting.
Yeah, Insani with a lovely little angle for that. An impressive shot, 5-7 at range. Does look like they'll be allowed to hold on to their goodies for another round. Oh, drop goes down. No Mac-10 brought through. It's not the end of the world for him, but this was a nice catch onto Cowes' early search. And yeah, we talk about drop taking that jungle control, sealing the deal for the A take. Do you echo the sentiments of the desk that paiN Gaming have certainly got the edge in this head-to-head?
Yeah, well, considering MIBR have been on a bit of a downward slide, right?
Yeah.
The teams felt like it's been in a bit of trouble. paiN Gaming domestically, what were they on? They were on a 14 series win streak, right? Until they were toppled by Liquid just the other day. But very comfortable on home turf against home teams.
Right.
And this is a home team on, well, European soil. What does that really change?
Air quality, Chad.
Was I was waiting. He's already in stage 2. Vitality take to the server in 2 days' time, I believe. It's not tomorrow that they'll be playing. We are starting to see some of the matchups take shape. Well, there's information from MIBR. An aggressive flash towards a ramp. That's telling that at least they're searching with something, working on this mid-control. Window smoke will plume. Drop under window. Insani, Breno, safe, and Exit looking to finish over towards A. And it can be quite strong. They've still got 2 smokes. Maybe just have the up-down combo that we saw them run on the pistol round. A molly under or on the balcony from Exit is available. Just have to get past Snow. Now, when he drops this smoke, they're just going to contact, so they're not setting up the util. Oh, past the line of sight.
He's got this, unfortunately.
Coming through.
Ooh, spamming away. Snow, that is ballsy. The fact he uses that smoke to try and take an element of surprise, he's let them jump past him. Snow, you crazy cat. He's got
What a
away
lot
with
of
that.
time. Look at the rotation. paiN have actually been able to rotate almost all of the bodies over towards this A bomb site. He did a fantastic job delaying and getting a kill. Huge work from Snow. This round's on, 25 seconds.
Very impressive work. And they know what's up. Here comes that wall of smokes, but with this NQZ scout poised and ready, you need a perfect flash like that from Breno. And just like that, the site will fall. cowes, however, gets himself just the one. Oh, a small window of opportunity did open up there, but it will be closed. MIBR do convert their third, but not without lack of trying from paiN.
Yeah, a few casualties there and a TK in the mix, but this was great from Snow. It's the fact that he blocks them and also it delays them by going aggressive. It then forces them into that U2 off the back of that contact towards the ramp. This is where it gets chaotic. Knack, the coach, liking that one, and you want to get fired up, see if you can run with that energy. The day's long for both of these teams. This is their second best of 3 of the day.
That's true. That's an element we have to consider as well. Can't help but feel that the youthful roster of paiN Gaming are going to be full of beans coming into some late night gaming. This is where they do their best work, perhaps.
Extra is telling the picture here, isn't it? Should be B execute. You've got drop just making a little bit of noise under pass. Exit was top middle, just making it look like a default. And that's drawing the attention of 3. Nice. Flash, but not good enough to take down NQZ, and that will stop the hit. Sani will throw a bit more U2, a rotation from Lux and Snow to assist. But MIBR, they've hit the brakes.
Yeah, fumbled their smoke towards the abs. Doesn't mess up the sight line of the AWP, so I wonder if they just go for a second hit.
Well, one of the problems right now is if you try and drop back and exits, I guess, glance, thanks to Chev right there, it shows us that they are extremely worried. Has there been a mid push? Has there been an A push? You feel like you're in a bit of a box. So if you do try and go back, even with a minute on the clock, you don't know what you're going into. However, safe and drop starting to surge. They will erect a boost. They spot one out and both trying to molly him. Only need to use one of those. This is to dissuade and try and push them back off mid, make it seem like it isn't going to be the B finish. They're going to have to, yeah, okay, boost safe up. Look at this.
It's not bad, is it? I mean, Snow's well aware of the presence. They made no secret of that, especially with the flash.
I'm home. I thought drop would head back towards B. They're trying to sell A. I
mean, as much as they can, this pressure is definitely being felt. Now, bomb's going under. Lux will get a freebie onto the bomb, and MIBR. Oh, it goes from looking pretty solid in the opening triple of rounds, and now we get into the first gunny, and they are left looking a bit foolish. Sani stops it from being a perfect 5 alive.
And that comes down to the opener from NQZ, because all the eggs were in that basket from IBR. They wanted to go for the B execute. NQZ gets a freebie. There's no space taken. There's no trade available. They try and find another option in the way out, and they're unable to do so. So MIBR will concede the first rifle round, and a great shot from NQZ. The rest of it was quite easy because it was MIBR unraveling themselves, looking for opportunities but not being given them. And the desk was highlighting how much they enjoy Snow's energy.
Sure, don't we all?
Drop's got into a Mac 10. Obviously, finances are a little bit bleak for MIBR. They had a few casualties in the Eco round win previous. Drop coming through underpass onto Big U0. No dramas for him. An easy headshot onto drop. cowes is currently on his own towards A. But, there's been no leer out from MIBR. Looks like they're going to group up and try and finish this one together. But with it being awfully quiet towards middle, even that window smoke late, there's not going to be really a threat. You're not going to hear any noise. There's not going to be spam, no extra util. Should be able to start to piece this one together. That mid's awfully quiet, so the extremities is where the most likely point of action will be. cowes anchoring the site, doesn't have any util, so he's just going to have to stay gun out. That flash has no need to be used. Snow has an incendiary, so when the smoke wall does take shape, what's he looking to block? Ramp, palace? Let's find out.
Oh, he's actually thrown it out the window. All right, cowes is actually taking cover. That dark position. No in Molotov to force him out, so it's a strong choice. Flash activating, does catch one. He builds a whole round out of it. cowes doesn't find Safe, and instead, both Safe and Insani good for one each. Time is really becoming stretched thin here, but still Safe catches Lux with the spam and the smoke. But that stairs player, Big Uzera, could find an angle on the fade. Does deny the plant. It's up to Insani. Can't get past the AWP. Lovely round from paiN. Back-to-back rounds now for the CT side.
And there's a similarity in both of those back-to-back rounds is clean opening kills in favor of the CTs. It was NQZ's AWP towards B, and then it was this one from Big U0 onto drop. Again, no trade potential. Then they group up, they try to finish. cowes with a fantastic double if they get in. go 1 for 1. Smoke wall's still up. You could see one of the issues was the timing of the execute. They threw CT, they threw the down of the up down. The stairs smoke came a little bit later. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but either way.
It led to an exposed planter.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a problem because now the cash at an all-time low. A P250 for safe. That's it. The rest on Glocks. A big Uzera. He's feeling it. Wants to take this fight. Spur range for the AK. Mops up 4. Easy for the in-game leader.
Oh, that's a round that's just always going to feel good. I don't care if they're eco. I don't care what they bought or didn't buy. Big Uzera with one hold of the mouse one. Takes 4 players down in the blink of an eye. And after his opening kill on dropping the previous, and now taking down 4 from that position. Go on, he wants his ace. You meanie.
Let him have it. He's the boss man. All right, well, we're all tied up 3-3. And paiN have had to work to get there. Gun round, now the full eco. So you're happy with that? Rifles to be donned by MIBR as we turn into round number 7. Safe without the AWP. There's U2 across the board. Missing some Molotovs. This will limit MIBR's options for openings. Do they do something grouped up early? Because, as mentioned in the previous 2 gun rounds, they gave away opening kills in untradeable fashion.
A wealth of smokes dropped at the feet to spawn. Safe still got 2 more to play with. It's going to be sitting on him. And he's got 1 on him. 3 smokes on Safe. Left at spawn. Window throw and con thrown out.
Sunny, okay, I was going to say it doesn't have a flash for con, but it's front. Oh, window smoke has missed.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, you can't have that. It isn't going to be immediately punished. Big Uzera's not got any angles. You can see a pretty flawless con smoke there.
Oh, if it's a B split, paiN have a 3-player stack.
There you go, Big Uzera starting to have some angles up on the smoke, slowly fading, and oh, spots out Safe, doesn't catch him. It's a big frag for MIBR. Now that's an opener. Chad, let's see if the correlation continues.
Safe flashing over towards A, and Sani goes down to Lux. They know he's towards jungle and window. Cowers with some real estate, and Lux, can he get more? The lineup almost there. Brenner with the trade. You know, exits lurking A. Cowers now has assessed likely ramp. Palace clear.
Oh, did they catch us? I think
they've heard him. They've seen him, sorry. We've heard them.
We heard them. See him. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, bombs isolated towards bench.
That was a chance. That was a real chance for Snow. He hasn't been able to close it down, and now the bomb can go down. 9QZ not in a position to spam that smoke with the AWP. Now he's found himself equipping the M4.
There's a HE as well. Can blow open the connector smoke and have a look.
Or he can be mad and walk straight through it. I don't know if the MIBR side are considering him being already through this smoke, but Breno, he's safe, tucked in jungle. Oh, lovely. It's worked out for Breno.
Safe.
Yeah, so opening kill this time translates for MIBR.
You have to turn to Safe in that situation, don't you? Big Uzera, you can see he panicked a little bit on that spray. Obviously, we have the virtue of X-ray. Not exactly sure how much he could see over the cusp of it, but Safe with 2 very important kills. It's not only that frag, it's also the one when he's isolated on bench. They're waiting for that connector smoke to land. He grabs another onto that short player. So Safe with the difference makers. Oh, well, Big Uzera very exposed during that duel. Important trade for Breno. Multi-kill from Lux could have been the difference.
It's that funny thing as well where, as like around the edges of smokes, you'll see them on radar when you can't necessarily see them. That's always a bit bizarre.
Yeah, everyone's eyes constantly darting towards that X-ray. All right, well, paiN, they've been able to get the residuals. Enough money for a purchase. No dramas in that department. NQZ back into the AWP, and the same for Safe. So let's see how they tussle. Cowers aggressive ramp. There's a flash from Big Uzera. Deep one.
Oh, lovely. And you know what? They just dropped a second set of smokes for Breno, so he was going to try and do 2 smokes on his own. Now they lie idle on his corpse. And now Lux is aggressive.
Yeah, interesting that they just searched ramp. And they're already taking space elsewhere, so staying quite active with this CT side jigsaw puzzle. That's a blessing for paiN to have so much room towards B. Again, Safe with a Real cache of smoke. Snow's even dropped out a fake smoke behind Lux. So if there was anybody coming towards B, you wouldn't be thinking to clear. Oh, Shadow spotted. Big Uzera saw that. Defensive utility out towards Connector. Drop now, knows that he's been noted. Lots of bodies towards A. paiN have played this one well. Just need to putt in these shots now.
Big Uzera goes looking for him and actually catches a perfect timing drop with a nade in his hands. The barrel betrays drop and extending their advantage. It's a good pick off. Big Uzera, oh, he could have, maybe should have gone down there to Insani. What's going on? Exposed on triple. Maybe there's more to be said about this one, but Big Uzera with a P2K no less catches exit through the smoke. cowes should have Insani. Oof, perfect nade on him. Safe's overlooked it completely, and it's falling into place. A kooky couple of rounds.
But still the rule on these rifle rounds stays true. Opening frag to round converted. This was the opener. cowes with the flash, the alley-oop from Big Uzera, and then Big Uzera with the slam dunk himself towards Connector. Great couple of kills from him. And cowes, the A anchor, going overlooked.
Yeah, funny NQZ didn't think he was exposed to Palace in that angle, considering Insani had already put a couple of bullets down range towards that con player. Perhaps didn't anticipate him to be going wide on it, but it is going to result in a tactical timeout for MIBR. 30 seconds just to think this one through, get themselves situated to try and leave with a lead. 8 rounds into this first half.
There's not a lot they can do with this next round because it won't be a full buy. It is just going to have to be a partial. But they do have a couple of extra dollars to spend, so we're seeing those investments starting to take shape. 2,400 into the next. Leave yourself around the 2K. A couple of smokes, a flash, a Molotov in the hands of Breno, some upgrades of pistols, some armor in the mix. Get yourself a plan out of this. Keep the round close. Get a couple of kills. That would really help because paiN, they don't have a reservoir of cash built up just yet. Window smoke, cat smoke. That's for standard mid-controller. Big Uzera, he does not care. Feels like he loves these eco bashes this time. Gets them a boatload of information. That frees up Snow to now play back towards B with this double AWP setup. Did they miss the window smoke again? Yeah, they did. Because they've missed the window smoke twice now.
Yeah, which is inexplicable.
Especially if you're doing a spawn-based one. At this level, if you're doing a spawn, you've got to have the spawn window down.
Wow, this is not looking great. Off the back of a timeout, no less. People are dying with their knives in their hands. 5 alive, not a single point of damage done to paiN.
This is the opposite of what I was discussing. Get a couple of kills, keep the round threatening, maybe get the bomb down. You get nothing for your troubles. If anything, paiN are going to build a bit of confidence off of that.
And they might get some sidearm upgrades for free.
Well, now that you know it's a double AWP setup on the CT side, does that change the call that Drop is going to be looking for going into this rifle round?
Right. Is it safe to assume that the punish... Oh, gosh, that wasn't a missed window smoke directly resulting in a death for Insani. But a missed window smoke... Wait, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah.
The double AWP setup.
Punishing the double AWP setup. Is it executes that tend to be the counter to the AWP?
Might just aim for something a bit more direct, yeah. And this was just like, because, look, if you're able to, as we're about to see, have a full A execute and cotton off the AWP, it's going to make it harder on the retake. But that means they have to get into the site and get the bomb down.
Oh, and that's a fantastic way to stop them. Breno down. Ooh, cowes nearly had Insani as well on the spam. Clear of the smoke, exposed, but down. Big Uzera, he's met his fate at the hands of Exit. Another clear of the smoke. Players. Oh, he's gonna have done it. Lux clears the smoke, clears Exit. Hits one with the AWP, makes it a 2-on-2. This is still highly competitive.
Look at all the nades for the retake. This is juicy. NQZ around the world. Molly's gonna do the job.
Got to get out. Well, that's gonna buy some time for them to isolate Drop. Drop towards CT. They're not in a rush, are they? NQZ knows the Palace player's still there. Oh, and now they know where the other one is. Smoke on the bomb. This is so uncomfortable for MIBR.
Get on it.
Get on it now. Covered by NQZ. This is hard for Insani. What can you do? Get on it. Spam him. One more bullet. Insani clutches up. Huge work. I mean, that was really against them, Chad. There was so much pointing towards a paiN retake. The util, as you discussed, the crazy opening from cowes. Look at that one. Insani's had a big round there.
all the smokes just kept getting nuked. Nobody felt safe at any point for MIBR trying to get across and towards the site. The trades went in their favor, and then Sani just under so much pressure. The issue, Snow's the one's gone towards the bomb first because of the time-sensitive mission. You'd love to have the AWPer on the bomb and the rifle covering. There just wasn't time to rejig that, and that's the first time 10 rounds in with rifle rounds where the opening kill hasn't resulted in that team converting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. A different round if there's a rifle holding that push from Insani. Missing your AWP shot, you're kind of already up the creek without the paddle. Second time out already, they're burning through them.
Yeah, but look, we've got 2 rounds left in the half. Money for MIBR even off of the round win. It's not settled. 3 Galils and Mac 10. Their buy is suboptimal compared to paiN, who are the ones who lost the round, and they have everything. True. AWP, kits, full nades. We're on board with safe right now for the window smoke. Let's see if it lands this time round.
Drum roll, please.
He's done it. Likes that spawn.
10 points.
Maybe back to an A execute again. You can already see them starting to posture with all these bodies, and a good decision when you're a little bit lighter on that util. Here it comes again.
Yeah, but look at this. Drop's just going to walk in with no resistance. Cowers nearly takes down Drop there. A dink already. 10 HP dropped. Oh, he could go down to the nade. It happens again. Back-to-back rounds. A HE designed to clear smoke clears enemies.
Coming through.
Awkward. Very awkward for MIBR. Breno late mid. Is there a world where he could catch a bit of a flank? I don't know if Safe can live long enough. Yeah. NQZ's going to flash CT. Actually, Cowers is clearing him. Cowers clears him. Good work. This is a triple kill round from Cowers, and only Safe remains. One. It's not going to be sufficient. Big Uzera could go down, but it's an NQZ AWP to the back, and it will be a 6 for paiN.
Well, that one feels nice. It was a slightly different variation of the execute from MIBR. They went deep jungle and connector smokes and tried to take a little bit more space. They were given it, but Cowers takes an awful lot back. We'll get it on the replay. Great job from him. Playing A from a somewhat retake position. Multiple kills. You're extremely happy with that. And paiN showing they don't have any issues going for the retake as a unit. Always ready with the flashes swinging off of each other. And do we tie up the half? That's the big question. Final round, first half, at number 1 of a progression series. Stage 2 awaits. It's a long day for these teams.
Again, the buy is just suboptimal. Back-to-back rounds, MIBR.
Sonny's in window. Very quick.
Could do something with that.
I feel the longer he waits, the bigger the awareness is that this is a possibility.
Yeah, Big Uzera just had a glance at it. Oh, exposed. And it works out.
Works against
Team
it.
HE. No, it's feeling a bit uncomfortable for NQZ, but he plucks Insani on the jump. Looking for patience as Drop baits the shot, runs him down. Great usage of the Tech 9 there. Maybe an overextension, looking for info, gets caught out by Lux.
Flanks again, and this is Cowers. He pushed Palace all the way around towards A ramp.
And now you lose the bomb. Cowers is having a very impactful half. Breno, scoop. Oof. Bloody hell. Breno goes down all the same, so exit, what have you got for us? Has he got any more impact for us into this one? Bomb retrieval, priority number 1, relocating through window quickly and efficiently.
Oh, they're coming for him.
Well, that was a very loud reload. Doesn't matter if you get the kill. Snow says no. 7-5 half, paiN have the lead in this domestic head-to-head. Well, howdy folks, we're back in business for the second half of Mirage. It's the first map in this domestic derby, looking to keep themselves in the running to get to stage 2 of IEM Cologne. It is up for debate. Cutthroat now, Chad. One goes home, the other gets themselves a spot.
Stage 2, it sounds like the end of the world.
Stage 2.
Oh, I've got a stage 2 cling up. That's something else.
That is something else.
But these two are a bit clingy. This is map number 19 between MIBR and paiN Gaming in the year 2024.
Bloody hell, 19 maps against the same team. At this point, you've probably sussed each other out. There is going to be a lot of that kind of, cloak and dagger deception. There's a lot. I've seen a lot of nade drops. There's more of that on this pistol as well. You can see that cache of nades awaiting usage.
You know what's interesting? Out of those 18, this being the 19th map of play, this is only the second Mirage.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
MIBR removed Mirage in the second phase last time they played on just the 3rd of August.
6 days ago.
Yeah, well, they did get 30-0'd by paiN on Vertigo, which is the 3rd map of this series. Good headshot from Breno. Needs more. Can't track them as they jump, but it's still going to be uncomfortable with these Glocks. Unless they can overwhelm, that's huge. MQZ and Snow find them. Insani and Drop respond. And Insani catches a long-range goosh, but it does fall to Big Uzera to close. He knows one of them's low, and the other one's 6 feet lower. Oh, got the info. How is he not dead? Big Uzera clutches up to secure the pistol for paiN.
The man's a class act, isn't he? He's an in-game leader who does it all. Now, sure, he definitely plays some of these star roles, and he'll take a liberty on a lurk or two, but he delivers. That's why Big Uzera is a name we can't keep out of our mouths, and why paiN is always an exciting team. We've had a bunch of different players make their way through this roster over the last couple of years, but Big Uzera is the man that stayed.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to want to have someone to build your team around. No better than an in-game leader who frags, clutches, does it all. Full eco, bar the flash.
Yeah, even if the flash is great, it's only one frag onto Lux. The rest of the team for paiN is going to constrict this A bomb site through ramp, and Palace, 3 through Palace, as well, Lux is about to get a boatload of information. 3 connector, he says. Don't worry, they're all dead, and Drop will be 2. Cowes bounds into action. The MAC-10s feasting. We want you guys at home to use the hashtag IEM Cologne, and that's not the social team, that's just us. Or Twitch chat, let us know what gun is the most satisfying to get a headshot with in Counter-Strike.
I was about to ask you the same question. How does, in your mind, a MAC-10 like anti-eco multi-kill, just like we just saw there, like
sure.
3K, like brah, B's clear, boys, something like that.
It feels like justice.
In comparison to, say, a Deagle one-tap, would you have the
Deagle's more satisfying.
It is?
Yeah. Deagle, USP, AK one-taps. All 3 of those. I think USP, because we see it every pistol round, doesn't feel as good.
No, but the P2K one-tap, that's like the hipster version.
All right.
Very cool.
Woxic fan over
here. Very cool.
Another... It's all right. It's only the most played map in the history of Counter-Strike.
Was that a cross smoke that just kind of malfunctioned there? They're going to run through this. Breno gives it a go. Lux has run him down with a MAC-10. This bonus could actually be translated into a win. The smoke blooms, but Drop still spams away at Lux. This frag from Safe is everything.
Hot.
And he has to back away. He actually finds a safe haven behind the Molotov. Wow. Good for 1. He's done well with that. And Drop had a chance to end the round there. Instead, Snow says it's game on. Snow to plant. Big Uzera looking for set up for the post plant. Finds himself a Galil. That will be perfectly suited to holding some of these longer range fights, while smoked off as well. Snow confirms Insani from short. Well, they know where they both are. Insani gets through the smoke. Oh, exit. Empty-handed. Big Uzera's hit a banger there. Takes off his head.
Hitless. Got to get a move on.
Yeah, does have to hurry up, but Snow's just going to be avoiding him. They know that the clock is on their side here. Oh, look at this. This is really cruel. Very well played. Great angle management there from Snow. Takes the fight eventually. It's paiN 10, MIBR 5, and already an eco. Feels like an 11th is imminent. We'll see this again. So, yeah, I think Breno not getting anything is the start of the end.
Yeah, look, Drop does great, and the fact that Safe gets 1 when he's under all the pressure of the Molotovs at the feet, I think Drop then going in, at that point, you might have had to have sold Safe and waited for your teammates to try and retake because he was isolated on his own while his crew was making their way over. Okay, well, MIBR have limped in with a little something, scouts, some pistol upgrades, some smokes, but it's not looking good. It was the pistol and the conversions in the first half, and then some scattered rifle rounds. Otherwise, I've liked what paiN have been putting together. We've only got 2 more spots to fill. The Mongols versus Eternal Fire. Winner of that will be making their way to stage 2. And the winner of this one. We spoke about the South American, or I guess we also have the Brazilian representation of Furia, and then 9Z, as well as one of these 2 teams.
LATAM's finest, 9Z making it through in first. Good work. Very little sight to work with, but safe jump scout for info. Tags up Big Uzera. Still, a lot of things would have to go wrong for this to be...
yeah, they're hitting the correct side, right? That's one of the keys.
Oh, even with Big Uzera low, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, paiN have been able to find themselves the path of least resistance. Lux has heard this, and he's definitely heard that. Thank you very much. More frags for Lux in towards Connector, having a great time.
Yeah, this looks like this does look like a map that has felt good for the individuals of paiN. Cowes with his moments, Big Uzera, and Lux. Definitely been the highest flyers. You can see that reflected in the frag totals.
And an intense day at the office for paiN. Their opening matchup of the day did go the distance. A 3-map affair against Imperial. They eliminated their brethren.
Oh, it's a reverse sweep as well. Interesting. Lost to Dust 2, then brought it back on Vertigo and Inferno.
And then, well, today MIBR only really know what losing feels like. Played 9Z. Lost the opening map barely. Their map choice of Ancient in overtime 16-13. And then went on to 9Z's map choice of Nuke and handed their asses. Only 2 rounds for MIBR. So they've had all day to realize how close they were and now how far it feels. Especially being 6 rounds down, and it doesn't feel like paiN is stopping.
No, I suspect as much. I mean, this is the round where MIBR can prove that there is more to be said. Starting with a very heavy mid-lean. I say that a safe evacuates window, so just drop an Insani con.
Yeah, they have to be careful. They don't have support. There's nobody holding a flash from them towards A, right? So they're just going to try and delay towards Connector. But looks like paiN are icing them out. They're just allowing them to work through their utility. Still plenty of time on the clock. A deep Connector smoke does land. Molotov towards Connector will force them forward. Nade clears, and beautiful work. They've gone 1 for 1, but I like the combo from paiN.
Yeah, that's team play. Big Uzera, I mean, he'll be nameplated. He was in the feed for the assist. And found by Insani. That's impact. A nice double kill from Insani. Missed orb shot. Not going to be the same for Breno. He nails the head. NQZ and Cowes going to do whatever they can. They've been heard. Cowes perhaps has a little bit of a chance onto safe. Nails the first though. And now NQZ up against the odds. Exit checks him. And it will be MIBR. Okay, putting up a fight then. That is going to be their first CT round. 3 alive. Diorp on safe. Maintained, and yeah, that was a nice shot from Breno. Insani holding down mid single-handedly there.
They're going to need 2 more rifle rounds in a row, MIBR, if they want to be breaking paiN. And while they're having to connect these together, you want to stop them getting the bomb down, getting that extra cash, because the loss bonus will be building with it. So for MIBR, it's a long way back into this game. What's the opener for paiN this time round? Big Uzera towards top mid. Connector smoke lands, window smoke, and he's going to quickly scurry. Safe, aggressive. He'll put a stop to any movements of Big Uzera, and he can even use their smoke against them to get away safely.
Very nice. Very, very nice. And you can see NQZ's hesitant. He's holding the top stairs, but Insani will remain in underpass undetected. spotted now. He's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. NQZ. Oh, insta-dink from Insani. Snow, though, hunts him down. Cowers out ramp alone. Cut down by Exit on the defense. The A anchor passes his test, and it's uncomfortable for paiN once more.
Yeah, trying to take a bit of a timing there, seeing if the majority of the defense from MIBR is focused on towards middle, just based on the amount of bodies and damage that was done, but can't pip the gap, and now that's allowed Exit to spring to life. He's fortified the Palace position. We saw Cowers with some aggressive maneuvers in towards Palace in the first half as well. And look at this, the X-ray showing you that paiN are destined for disaster unless Lux is very diligent with his clears. 18 kills so far. He's been good for it, but this is going to be a tough one, a tough ask.
Yeah, very clean with it. His Exit should have NQZ as well.
He might be considering the save.
Snow hits it.
You can't go for this, can you, boys?
Surely not.
I said there's going to be a few of these rounds connected for MIBR to break the funds of paiN, but it's only if they choose to get wiped out. MIBR want to build the CT side economy as well, so with that defensive smoke, I think we all know what that means. All right, well, we will make it just a 4-round game, so working hard for it, MIBR. Important to open it from safe. And Exit with the double.
Game faces on for MIBR. This was a nice opening from safe. Takes an aggressive angle, off angle. Wasn't cleared by Big Uzera.
It's going to be the first tactical timeout called from paiN. So a discussion to be had with the coach Rix. He's just chilling behind him. Oh no, there we go. The mouth's moving. It did look like he was, hey boys, it's all right.
A seated coach, though. Fully seated.
He always looks like he's very calm.
Yeah.
He never looks like he's stressing out. Whereas inside, I'm sure internally, these guys are pulling their hair out.
I can't imagine it. There's a role in Counter-Strike where you feel quite so powerless, you know?
You know what's worse? And this is one of the things that a lot of the viewers at home probably won't connect on, but he can't even hear in-game.
Yeah, right.
He can only hear TeamSpeak.
It feels so external.
So when it's a close defuse, you're hoping that your players are reacting so you have some idea of what's happening.
Oh,
you're like a fish. You're like a fish in a bowl.
Good pacing on the util. Big Uzera doesn't overextend until that smoke does bloom.
Surely they're going into an A split if they can. 2 ramp, bomb palace.
He has to be very careful.
Oh, wow.
Flashed him off, and Big Uzera's going to try and...
This is premeditated.
Got him, though. Oh! No, he doesn't! Big Uzera, that was lightning fast.
They're in.
No one to exit. Big Uzera evades the spam, and another body drops elsewhere. Oh, bang. Just like that, the 12th round has been secured as paiN Gaming show up in a big way. Yeah, premeditated. That's a good way to describe it. That whole set piece.
The flashes were behind him from the teammates, so Big Uzera back on his bullshit. That's beautiful.
And they kind of accounted for it as well, with Drop kind of acknowledging the potential.
Yeah, but are you really acknowledging it?
Right. It's like one of those half things, like I'm looking in that direction, but I'm not expecting it.
Is he really coming through the smoke with my teammates down there?
Right.
Well, that's a great one. You can turn to the in-game leader to pull you an opening kill. At that point, everything's rumbled because you have to imagine what Drop's comms are like.
Right.
He's in connector, he's in connector.
Gone.
And everything at that point just gets turned up a notch. So great stuff to get 12. paiN. Lock it in. They take the tactical timeout. They have a discussion. They have a breather. And immediately they post that round. Beautiful work.
Yeah, very convincing. Have to say, paiN looking like the better squad in every way, shape, and form. What a fantastic first bullet.
It's the view model.
Yeah, it might be. It's starting to convince me, Chad. I was the #1 view model hater, but it's kind of looking pretty good in his hands.
Nice, guys.
I think they've turned him down since yesterday.
Yeah, he's got a little volume knob on him as well.
Yeah, they put the snow filter on.
It's the second game of the day, so he'll leave a little bit of silence in the tank. Kind of crazy for him. Come to Cologne.
Long way from home.
Yeah.
17 years of age, and you're here playing game. Playing game. Look at him go, Lux. Lux! Oh, beautiful team play again! NQZ with the flash assists. And it's Lux just laying waste to the CT side. I say that as they do manage to fight back. Double kill from saffee on the AWP. Drop as well, chipping in with 2.
Look where the bomb is.
It was looking so good that the opening move well responded to. And now they know they have the bomb. There's no reason to kind of go too far afield.
I don't even know if you would consider clearing this
might.
with your NQZ.
Oh, he does. Wow. Okay, so he death camp walks out, comes back. saffee's holding him though.
Surely.
Yeah. Lovely. Big round from saffee. Triple kill on the AWP, but this is for survival now. They needed 5 in a row, 4 still to be picked up, and their finances are still pretty tense.
I think in this situation it is great because you see Lux with the multi-kill, but then it's like, oh, look how much they forced the fight. Yeah. They just kept fighting when, if they had gone for a bit more site control and a bit more of a standard type of finish, it could have been done and dusted right there. Just a 4-round differential as paiN will shove in all in once more. Back 10, Galil, heavy towards B. Big Zero top mid, selling a little something, making it look like a standard round. This is all going to be up on the timing of this B pop. They made it work before. Can they make it work again?
Breno, get the hell out of there. Drop's going to have a chance and a clean find onto Lux. Body shots galore. Smoke to give him something to play around. Breno reporting footsteps on truck. And wow, quickly taken down, but exits there for the response. 2 on 4, not fun. Have NQZ...
You take the plant.
No, got anything to do about this. NQZ, he's walking into drop and the timing does not favor him. Good work from drop, swiveling around. Oh, a missed AWP shot. saffee. He had the chance right there, but it's exit. First bullet through the smoke, finds the head to make it 9.
All right, and they will be able to pick that AWP back up to put in the hands of saffee. So, bomb going down, cash means that paiN are going to have to take a partial buy, but they can always be threatening. Right, they don't have to take any of these rounds. This should be full ecos, 2,400 into the next, so there can be some investments. No easy beats for MIBR as part of this comeback trail.
Yeah, but nothing feels worse after winning gun round on gun round, and then it's just some Tech 9s popping in, and you lose your anchor early, and they pick up your rifles, and it all goes horribly wrong.
You know what else paiN have up their sleeve? Yeah. 2 more timeouts.
Oh,
they are actually going to take a relatively full eco round. Like, Snow has 3.6. So,
no Kevlar, nothing, just a couple of
yeah, maybe they want to drop the AWP next round for NQZ.
Sure, sure. Well, and you only need 1. You know, you'd rather have all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, but where's that going to put him? 20? Yeah, he'll be in range, so... Okay. Make sure they have everything they desire to go for the finish. I think that they should take the tactical timeout after this round just to discuss the options. May as well use them.
Yeah, makes sense. Kawaz is going to be reporting that there's very little on A. It is only exit that's spotting the cross to default. Makes a lot of sense. Keep him at arm's length.
The only issue with a setup like this is if it was a waterfall, you would give away the plant.
Yeah.
But I guess when it's as touch and go, the last thing you want to do is be up close and personal, give away a kill, they pick up a rifle. This way he's playing connected, like you're tethered to another player. You can kind of see how this all makes sense. Exit tethered to Insani tethered to saffee. They can all play off of each other, and the B defense from Breno and drop is also quite passive. Exit's starting to have a look.
Yeah, this is where that 1D could come back to
What about Diggs? It's the Glock.
Oh, there's Kawaz, brings him down and...
What? Did he just shoot Snow?
He did. They've got 2 kills here, Chad. He's picked up an AK. Snow's feeling himself. Can he do anything more with this? I highly doubt it considering the absence of the Kevlar. Yeah, it goes down to drop.
Why did Kawaz shoot him?
I just think he was feeling himself.
Yo, listen, kid.
I'm hitting everything, including my teammate's head.
Anything that appears on my screen, bang! All right, 2-round game. And there it is. That music, that indicates the tactical timeout. Last time, paiN took this opportunity. Oh, he's out of the chair now. This one's serious.
I was wondering about this. I saw this earlier. So Lux has got the right click with the grip tape.
I think it's just aesthetics.
I think so too.
Look good, play good.
You're not even right clicking. What? Just to make sure you don't slip your silencer off too.
Play good, feel good. There's a command for that now.
Yeah, that's true too. Play good, feel good, or feel good, play good.
Well, it's look good, play good, feel good.
And skins equals wins.
And
grip tape on the right click.
Feel good is what life's all about.
That's right. You only get 1 go. May as well feel good while you're doing it.
Snow did facilitate the AWP into the hands of NQZ. What will be the finish? There was trickery to get Big Uzera in towards connector for the opening kill on the last round that paiN won. Will this be a bit more of a standard map control? Or do they have any more fun and games? Oh, so Breno started towards window. Is rotating back to anchor B now. It looked like they wanted to biff towards middle, and Insani will self-flash forward. He's dancing with death, isn't he? Around these smokes, peppered low. Insani, you got to get out of there, son.
Whoa. After such a spree of rounds, taking such a ambitious opening gambit, he's gotten away with his life. 20 points of health, and he's been given the orb. Bogdan's Law, applicable in Brazil. I like this from Big Uzera. They're not considering... Oh, they're not considering... Yo, Big Uzera's making a play again, Chad. Whenever they need one, they call a timeout, and Big Uzera has found a beautiful opportunity. He is working on a round-winning trigger discipline flank. Drop lining up nades. His teammate's going to be bamboozled now. Breno stands his ground. Lovely double, but still Snow brings him down. And look at Lux. You know he's in Khan. He's always in Khan. He lingers. Big Uzera's found a nice little off angle. Heard safe step. Safe's not going to be clearing this. Oh, wow. What a round out of Big Uzera to close out Mirage. Lux with the flank as well. paiN Gaming, the better side. Huge rounds on this T side.
Lurks on lurks on lurks. A dirty way to get it done. Big Uzera, the playmaker, the in-game leader. paiN, one map to the good. Anubis up next, and MIBR might be going home.
Now we get to see if they can force us the distance, take us to Vertigo. I don't know if that would be filling me with hope either way, considering the 13-0 thrashing they received just about a week ago versus paiN Gaming on that very map. It is the elimination match indeed of stage 1 of IEM Cologne. Chaddy B, you reckon this is going to be an open and shut case? paiN Gaming still the front runner. Yeah,
it looks like their individuals were hitting harder. The type of plays Big Uzera was getting away with. Lux was on point. And again, that head-to-head, Anubis, they won that one just the other day. So feeling confident, happy to pick into the same map in the span of a week.
Mid take on the pistol. Drop throws out his smoke grenade. It lands on the cams. And they look to temple split. A little avant-garde. Big Uzera's going to try and catch one on the way.
It's a fake. They're backpedaling. They want to force a player out of A-man, which they've done. Cowers has started searching. He's going to be tussling with exit at some point.
Oh, yeah. Perfection. Oh, this is a well-thought-out MIBR pistol, because now you can see NQZ vacates his site completely. And they run him down. Nothing for him here. NQZ, oh, he's done well to find one. Not far off of the second. Exit is on for a multi, a triple kill on the pistol. Reminiscent of Mirage, you think he did the same thing, but he does one better here. It's 4 kills on the pistol. And that's a cool pistol. I might just have to steal that one.
Well, I don't know if it'll work as well in pugs.
Well, I mean, throw in a cam smoke, making loads of steps temple, and then eventually...
to force the A-main player to push out and search, then isolating the duel.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to work the same way. I'm just suggesting it might be cool.
They're my favorite song.
Who left that radio one as well? The poor battery. Second round force buy on Anubis CT side. It's certainly viable. I'm intrigued to see how far it gets them. Understandably, you have to start heavy numbers on B in case you get run out by Mac 10s, but you haven't been. In fact, they went for 3 AK-47s here, so a little lighter on the nades.
Yeah, and they've actually stayed pretty defensive to allow these CT aggressive maneuvers to start the round, but that's given paiN time to reinitiate. They're going to take a duel over towards middle.
There are no flash, though. Oh, wait. No.
So the question is, how do they facilitate this mid-fight? Because they've been cheeky looking through the door the other way.
Ooh. The reverse Monacy. Oh, Crosshair wasn't far off, and Insani, he beheads Lux. Instantaneous deletion, a triple kill from the Insani AK. Job done.
Temple smoke, now it should just be the finish over towards the A site. Snow's footsteps would have been heard on the wood, and those bullets peppered through the smoke. Well, we see paiN just try and retain. The MP9 and the 5.7. MIBR will do good to hold on to these AK-47s. Are being diligent with it, smoking off their trail, clearing out the site, not overlooking anything. 2-0 start for MIBR again. But you were right, this is how Mirage started. Just the pistol, the conversions. It did get a little bit prickly.
Yeah, 7.5 half from MIBR, or rather from paiN, excuse me.
And one of the keys was opening kills, right? A lot of those rounds, I think, all the way up until round 10, well, as far as gun rounds were concerned, opening frags were dictating the outcome of said scenarios. But MIBR are going to have to dig deep if they want to take this one to map number 3, and then anything's possible. Again, we acknowledge it has been a long day for both of these teams. They played a best of 3 earlier on in the piece. MIBR suffering a loss to 9Z, paiN with a victory over Imperial in a 3-map affair, sending home Vinny, Phelps and co. And the recent addition of Try to the roster in place of Henny.
Yeah, that seemed like an incredibly volatile set of results from Imperial. High highs, low lows.
I think there is a very solid level out of a bunch of Brazilian teams that's being shown at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you compare it to some of the European representation.
Right. Well, I think the thing with Furia, now that they have fallen completely in charge of that project, you are seeing the type of Counter-Strike that you want to see.
Yeah,
it's less in flux. It's less random. It's definitely something that makes a whole lot more sense. Dark smoke from Safe will obscure the vision of Lux. That's Scout. Visibility removed, and they are destined for at least an A probe. And as we discussed yesterday with Eternal Fire, you've got to send in a probe, Alex.
You have to, otherwise things can go horribly wrong. And, well, that probe has confirmed that there are lots of bodies on A. NQZ's MP9 takes down Drop. Breno, you got the bomb, and he's committing. This is a very big commitment to make with the bomb. Yeah, someone might have just reminded him, hey, bro, we're not with you, and you do have the bomb. We do need that, and Exit's getting run at. Okay, this is, I guess, an unsuccessful probing, but it's successful in the way that you know that the whole squad's on the other side of the map.
Yeah, and as mentioned on Mirage, the 3rd round, it was a little bit funky. There was a TK, it's slightly messy. Now it's just about...
Well, that spooked me.
What the hell was that?
That was a Zeus, it's recharged.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought someone left the oven on.
It always just sounds like it's right behind my ears. It's like behind your head every time. You keep the AK, don't you, Snow?
Is that just the chip Elon put in your head?
Or it could be, yeah. I reckon that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, Snow, you're bang on. Should hold on to the AK-47. Big Zera and Lux can look to do a little bit more damage. See if they can force some rebuys out of MIBR going into the next round.
Do you think he gets an AK here? No, I don't, actually. I've changed my mind. Save quick to it. Gets away. Lux might be able to catch a tag on the door. Yeah, it's not going to be a kill, though. All right, so that's a 3-0 start for MIBR now. However, things are about to get spicy, and I can't help but feel that Snow starting this first gun round with an AK-47 could be a difficult obstacle to overcome if he's in form today. Didn't say his name too much on Mirage. It was much more Big Uzera and Lux doing the heavy lifting. Cowes is the 3rd component.
Yeah, he had some good moments over towards A on that CT side for sure. And there's Snow from Spawn with the T-stairs smoke. I'm loving this because it helps facilitate a bit more aggression, either through main or dark.
Are they doing anything with it, though, off the rip? Doesn't look like it.
Are they going to boost over to hold on to main? Looks like it's the AWP on top of the tower.
Okay.
But it just really slows down the default progression, right? Even if you don't get Aggie, it forces the Ts to reconsider. Well, that confirms that likely no push to follow. So delaying the first 20 seconds of the round or so. Now MIBR can work into their map control. Breno outside B and Sunny top mid. Drop to work up canal towards connector. Safe overseeing with the AWP and Exit. Starting to work on his main control. You can see the smoke just being plopped down. And they'll keep him at the door with more defensive utility. paiN found success on this map versus Liquid to start the tournament.
It's true. I imagine that paiN, considering their T-side prowess as it is, on Anubis especially, are going to be a real tough cookie to crumble. Look at that molly combo. You have to synchronize it with drop throwing his and... Oh, easy rider.
It's a much easier way to throw that one.
Yeah. 33 HP left on... NQZ is flanking... Yeah, that's not gone well. Unfortunate for him, but he's tried his luck at a very hyper-aggressive AWP flank, and now...
They're gonna fall, they can't fall back. 20 seconds, they can pin it. They have to go to the stack. Everybody's here for paiN.
Into the remaining three. A big spam from Big Uzera, and now Snow contributes as well. From 5 to just 3. Now spamming on the default, covered by drop. He goes down. Big Uzera, he's got 4 HP, still alive. Snow can't get past exit. And with 4 HP, Big Uzera should be a dead man. That's a huge round for MIBR. Bora.
Well, look, the push from NQZ is audacious with the AWP. And then they get the kill over towards A main. So the other site completely evacuated, but because of the time they have to head towards this B site, it gets absolutely chaotic as hell. Crossing smokes, running through the madness, and drop lets out a roll. That's 4 consecutive for MIBR in pursuit of pushing this one to the 3rd. This could be a pace change. Looks like a gear shift.
Yeah, there is a
10 in the hands of drop. Could be going fast.
They will try their luck. Cow has a flash peek. Falls back off of it. They were going to try and go for a pacey A, and it looks like they still will. Only NQZ and Cowes here, and NQZ's only got a P250 to his name. Cowes a little more in the armor, and 5'7". He's looking like he's going to do his best, but still not enough. So yeah, this round it's a non-starter for the CT side. Didn't even get to talk about the fact that Snow saved a rifle, so he was going to buy an M4, and it was going to be an element of surprise, but it wasn't particularly exciting for him. Didn't do anything.
No. So it is nice to, you know, have a save earlier in the game, allow you to get an M4 a little bit later. Isn't that nice little? Yeah, but if you don't get to play with your toys, what's the point of having them?
Exactly, Chad. Exactly.
Unless you're a collector.
Well. That is the...
You know, you've got the Star Wars Episode 1 collectibles.
Yeah.
With the Obi-Wan Kenobis.
Still, I draw the line at the Funko Pops. You know, you can... I'm not going to judge. You can enjoy things. I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't enjoy, but they do feel a bit Beanie Baby-esque, you know? People think that...
Is that some type of like a icy pole?
The Funko... I think
you call them an ice lolly.
No, they're like the kind of the shrunk down...
Oh, the big heads.
Version. The big heads.
I call them big heads.
Yes, yeah.
Those bloody big heads.
Yeah, those big heads.
Yeah, big heads.
Really, they're actually quite affordable. But so was a Beanie Baby. How much was a Beanie Baby? Back in the day. Probably a what? Bloody hell, there is a Dachshund Beanie Baby for sale for 2,879 GBP. Pre-owned.
Pre-owned?
Yeah, maybe I was... It's a bad comparison.
I hope that don't stank.
Damn, they're going. Okay. Well, sorry for that slight sidebar. We can focus more back onto the Counter-Strike because it is time the guns to come back out for paiN. A deliberate Mac-10 for drop.
Looks like it's going to be the deep dark smoke from safe, so that'll give the B connector player the choice of playing in front or behind it. I thought it was. Where is it? There it is.
It's coming.
I knew I saw it. My eyes ain't be tricking me. A deep smoke to deal with the T-side lurk smoke, and Lux is going to play ahead of it. I love that. But it's middle. That's the port of call for MIBR. Make no secret, flashes. Look at all the bodies behind this big Uzera. You've got trouble brewing.
Yeah, there's a bit of a standoff here. Oh, exit. Yeah, there's a real chance here that Cowes goes down.
Was the bomb spotted?
Exit.
Ooh.
On pursuit.
Come on in, the water's warm.
He gets...
Oh, because he's strafing.
Oh, he's moving and he has the inaccuracy, and Exit gets a lovely double entry. Spamming away, pushing smokes. paiN Gaming just disintegrate. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. 5 alive. Man alive.
That's 2 rounds in a row. They have not considered a single death. There's only been a total of 7 kills for paiN Gaming in this half thus far. Oh, and Sunny letting them know. Letting them know there's some fire in the belly.
For sure, for sure. I mean, this is it. It's a survival, you know. The cornered beast bites the hardest.
Well, NQZ has an AWP again. There are some liberties taken.
Really careful there, Lux, and they're all jumping for info, trying to suss out where the main body of the assault is. But it is just early probes. You can see just poking their nose towards B main, having a glance towards connector.
This is where if you're MIBR, you can't be losing a round like this. Sure, it's fantastic with 6-0, but you don't want to give paiN away back into the game, right? There's a few landmines, a few little worries that you may trip over in a round like this, but if you can get past, these investments from paiN, you are onto a winner. Drop onto Big Uzera. There's an opener again for MIBR. How spotless can they keep this? NQZ's AWP, I don't think it's going to be expected. It's just going to take one well-placed flash.
Yeah, which I can see Safe's going to be throwing shortly.
It's going to have to be perfect. Okay, well, now the AWP's noted.
Do you keep going?
Well, that's the thing. If you execute with all the nades you have, you should be able to make it very, very difficult for MQZ to be able to stand and deliver. But at the same time, if we don't have to fight it, let's avoid it.
Yeah, that's nice. They smoke heaven. They throw a flash A main. And then they start to advance on B. This is Cowers and Snow's opportunity. This is their chance. This is a hard flash to throw. And he's nailed it! Oh, Cowers gets two. Huge profit off the setup.
Time.
13 seconds. They're going to have to push the smoke, or they have to accept that this is going to be
saving.
paiN Gaming's first round. That's a miraculous recovery. Safe. You got to be careful, mate. Would have rather die, or will he get away? Running at him now with the SMG. Breno trying to hold on, and he does. Keeps hold of his rifle, so making the best of a bad situation there, MIBR. Keeping the rifle, not going down. But paiN Gaming, that's lovely. I will be honest, I've tried to throw that flashbang that Snow has thrown. I haven't once landed it.
Oh, well, apparently...
Look at that. Look how good it is.
That's the NQZ AWP scaring them away from A, and then the alley-oop. Right? The flash that you're highlighting with Cowers going absolutely buck wild with the MP9. But this is what I said, you didn't want to allow paiN back in. They only need 4 rounds on the CT side. Okay, there's a spark.
Yeah, Safe's cooking. He's got the frying pan on a low heat right now, but it could have got hotter there. You can see Snow on the cross.
He's pinned.
Yeah, and the AWP can hold him there. Oh, could have gone down there. Nice way to get baiL himself out of trouble. Safe confirms he's eaten the flash with a shot.
CTs are either going to have to gamble or try and make an aggressive maneuver to get one back of their own. Well, this AWP posted a mid should be good. Insani with the transition across catches NQZ.
I mean, that's AWP v AK. Insani's done a lot there. This is uncomfortable.
I guess it's just the way he's crossed his scope.
What, by crouching?
No, because he's come...
From that side?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It's just too comfortable for Insani right now. Incredible shooting. He reads the second mid player, and now, I mean, the frags have come to them so far. They're not in a hurry. They've got 45 seconds, and Exit's about to just go and tell everyone that no one's on A. And Sunny might turn around in a second. We'll see.
This isn't what I was expecting, just based off of the head-to-head the other day, and paiN looking like the much better team on map number 1. Bomb's going to rotate.
There we go.
Yeah, and that's everything MIBR needed and more. So Safe will throw out whatever utility he has. Snow's starting to get a move on. The bomb late to this.
Snow's just clearing mid.
Smoked off as well.
Yeah, that's it. That should mark the end of round 8. 70 rounds already.
Well, okay, so there's still a chance for paiN to break back in. Next round, they get the 2900, so as long as they don't get hunted, which, if you're MIBR, you can send out a couple of feelers. You have some decent residual cash on quite a few of your members, 7k on the likes of Insani and Exit, 8 on Safe, just under 7k on Breno, so you could risk a rifle or 2. If you take away these, then this whole conversation I'm about to have is null and void. So either listen to it or don't. But if Big Uzera and Snow save, they can drop 2 M4s, and then you get another rifle round because Lux will be able to buy himself. And paiN, if they can get 4 rounds on the CT side, the game is still on. And they're aware of that. But at the moment, it's feeling very bleak.
But this is Anubis, yeah. I think that's probably one of the catalysts to that conversation you're having, is that, you know, you can turn this around. It does feel like a couple of the early paiN gambits have not paid off. Not to say that they won't. 4 rounds left in this half. Second time out burned, and you're actually standing up. That's how you know it's serious.
Yeah, and arms on the chair. That's a new development. We've seen sitting down, standing up, and now leaning with intent.
And he's using the full 30 seconds. He's spitting bars right now.
No more.
No more.
That's what I took from that.
All this timeout music's making me want to spit bars.
This is what's in my head every time I'm thinking, which is very rare, but sometimes when I think, I hear this song.
Makes me want to walk in slow motion away from an explosion. Let's get into it then. Round number 9. Starting with a heavy lean towards the B side. Snow and Lux going to be the receiving end of that, and Safe's going to post up for an early peek towards the plat. Flashed off, tucks in, smoke early on the main. Okay.
Job done, you'd think.
You would think, but the boost might be erected. Looks like they're setting him up for it. So as long as no one's overexerting themselves on B, well, that's loud. That'll do.
We've heard of you, and we've naded you. Directly on the dome, straight for safe. Lux, we were talking about his heroics in the previous map, yet to get going in map number 2, 0 and 7. But nobody boasting many frags at all, so paiN. Everybody a little bit sleepy. NQZ, you can get strafed again from the opposite angle.
Well, you got to respect that. You can really just take basket control on demand here if you've got the utility down.
And staying together, lots of pack roll from MIBR.
Yeah, it's been working so well for them. This is where you'd want to see NQZ at least connect one. He'll like let one go and hit the second, one would imagine. Unless it's an AWP that peeks into him and he gets it clean. Then Biguzera connects onto another. Drop, dancing with him. No trade, there it is, a little belated, but Snow brings him down. Repositions for the hunt of Breno. Got to be careful with that bomb, 2v4, so it does already look like the hard work's been done. NQZ starting, Snow finishing. Nice shot. Only exit remains, coming out with only 8 seconds. And paiN Gaming, off the back of that timeout, find a convincing one.
Okay, well, that is the first rifle round. Only their second round, sure, but the first they won was with the NQZ surprise AWP and the MP9 flash combo over towards the B site, where the alley-oop came in from Snow to assist Cowes on the double. So how many more of these can they string together in a row? MIBR, I would imagine, will be buying out the rest of the half. Snow still with some fire in the belly. So they're going to be dropping that T-stairs smoke again, which we discussed earlier in the piece to slow down the default. Will it continue to be these pack roll direct plays from MIBR? Looks to be the case. Safe. Oh, Insani's just found one straight through the smoke in middle, so Biguzera trying to get aggressive. Insani's found him. Another opener for MIBR. This is looking good.
And just when things were starting to turn around for paiN, Biguzera caught out. Insani's having a great half in mid. Bit of chip damage on that rug nade. Nothing to write home about, though. Cowes, oh, he's got a lot on his plate here. Perfect flash and swing. He sets himself up for success. It's Cowes with 3. Unable to provide the 4th. The quad kill would have sealed the deal, but now the round is on. Exit and safe. They're very separate from one another. 2 from Beach, 1 from Cam. Ample utility for a retake as well. Now they've both gone towards main. This does look like it kind of hinges off of Exit being flashed into a lovely double kill. Incendiary makes things awkward. This is the flash. He has to do something with this, and he hasn't. Very uncomfortable now. A smoke and a kit on that bomb. It's already uncomfortable. What's the AWP supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? Exit, spam it away. He's not far. He finds it. Exit finds it. Cowes did everything to get this round for paiN, and it's still not theirs. MIBR sees an 8th round. Oh man, even when things start going right, they go wrong.
It didn't look like they had any chance in that after the initial flash and nothing came. Exit didn't push, and then you just saw smoke, flash, flash. It just kept coming. Cowes' heroics, it's not enough. Massive work from him, but Exit and Safe in combination steal it away, and that is 8.
Bruh, once the smoke landed on the bomb, the flashes come in, I thought that was definitely paiN's.
And MIBR, it feels like they can put no foot wrong as far as opening kills are concerned. So far, they have been able to find all but one opening kill in 10 rounds of play. That's
Whoa.
9 opening duels going in their favor. We were highlighting that a lot during map number 1 of Mirage because it tends to result in rifle round wins.
I don't see this all too often.
Oh, this is strange. I'm about to find out why.
1-on-1. That's important. Beguzera with the M4.
Again, this is another round where the dialogue needs to be MIBR. You can't be dropping these. You need to convert this because, as mentioned, if paiN just get 4 rounds, there's still a chance for them to win this map and put themselves through.
This. I don't think.
This is very tight, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird clear. Like, you'll look CT.
It's full 90 degrees.
You're more worried. Yeah, you're probably more worried about that temple side. I mean, let's see. Let's see. These are professionals after all. You can see they're going to clear it together. But Breno, does he go all the way? He does! Great work.
Huge info, but bomb not spotted. It's on safe outside B mains. The rotation silently back from Lux and Snow. And again, Lux still not off the starting blocks. Beguzera will join them.
Yeah, not prioritizing the rifle. They think they've got the timing. Perhaps that's more of an asset. Oh, Snow spotted now and fortunately loses that potency. And yeah, will go down. Nice work from Insani. Perhaps Lux has an element of surprise now as well. Spotted. Does well to find one with the P250. Sets Beguzera up to do some damage. Nade. Molotov. It's significant damage. Safe softened up. But the bomb now down. It's a powerful angle, a hard clear. Nice from Beguzera. Has he got more in him?
Against the orb, this is so hard.
Yeah, no kit either. Planted for him. He's just going to have to nail it. But Safe's too quick on the trigger. It is 9 for MIBR. They are flying so high.
Well, there was the second opening kill. paiN.
Yeah.
And this one didn't result in a round.
Love their diligence there. Like, as you said, you know, these are the rounds you can't slip up on, you can't concede, and they don't. Albeit close.
All right, paiN. The best you can get is 3.
Will Insani get another kill in mid? Oh, or will Safe go aggressive? He's been spotted early from NQZ. Exchange of flame.
We know which one that one favors. Well, it's forced the CTs to drop another. So 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah. Actually, it's Beguzera finds an opening, but just as that happens, it's Breno and Safe finding 2, and Snow goes down to Insani.
It's rain and frags.
Yeah, it's pouring. Torrential rain in favor of MIBR.
A tropical Brazilian derby.
Just when I thought paiN were in full control, MIBR hit us with a half like this. Admirable.
And exit the lurky boy. He has just made the map feel very, very small, and paiN have no idea.
And they're just going to chill. You know, there's no reason to be committing with before exits in a position to do some damage. No, Beguzera's considered it. He's considered it. He had a little glance, but unfortunately now in his head, he's considered it clear and just as easy as this. Tap to the back of the head. Cowes left alone. It's the last round. He'll do whatever he can. And what he can do is die. Oh, despite the flash, 10 rounds for MIBR. They are just 3 away from securing a third here in do or die, the last day of the play-ins.
A commanding first half by MIBR on paiN's map choice for survival. paiN Gaming versus MIBR. One of the two teams will be waving goodbye to IEM Cologne 2024. The others were progressing to stage 2. And MIBR have found themselves furious form. And just 3 more rounds required to take us to Vertigo, where things get even more interesting as far as the head-to-head is concerned. Just 6 days ago, these two played against one another. paiN 2-0'd them. Vertigo, MIBR's choice was a 13-0 victory in paiN's favour. Anyway, might have a moment or two before we get there. I'm joined by Machini GTV.
That'll be me. A 13-3 on record with MIBR thrashing paiN on Anubis in May. Of course, they returned the favour in that CCT game we were just referencing in August. So it's just been kind of volatile.
Back and forth.
Yeah, between them.
And this is map 20 this year between the two teams. This year. Sure, we're in August.
I mean, when the talent pool is so deep in Brazil, I guess you're getting very good practice against these rival domestic squads. So they're playing retake B, chat. I want to understand, playing retake site without a kit on the pistol? Oh, it seems like a recipe for failure. I say it as Big Uzera manages to find 2 on holding mid. Retake B without a kit.
Oh, now that you're down a man as well. A conversation could have been had that maybe you get the jump on them, cash them in some awkward post-plant positions, overrun them, but now you're against the clock.
That's awkward. That is uncomfortable from Cowes. Breno shuts him down. It actually could go wrong, you know. Not if NQC has anything to say about it, but Breno's using those dual Berettas very well. They confirm they're not looking at him, but it's not planted for Dark. They're holding it. Exit's forced off. Chill your beans. There's no time here. If only you had a kit. paiN Gaming, they will find a necessary pistol. And by necessary, I mean necessary if you want to have anything to say.
Oh, we don't often see Rix unleashing that level of energy. We've seen him just sitting down, taking in the game, a bit more chill in the timeouts. Maybe he's feeling that, look, with this being the second series of the day, they thought the job was done after picking up Mirage, taking their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
So the conversation is, let's bring the intensity. Let's try and bring that necessary level back. 2 rounds, that's well under par for the course on a map like Anubis. 4 you can work with. 5 you're happy with. Anything more than that, you feel like you've got the map almost cinched up. But this will be a round at a time process.
Yeah, round at a time. You know, if you go to Roger Federer's school of Counter-Strike, he says that you got to treat each round like the most important round of your life.
How long's old Roger been playing Counter-Strike for?
Well, I'm just kind of converging his tennis analogies into Counter-Strike,
Okay.
but he says, you know, treat each point or each round as the most important in your life, and when it's over, you forget about it and you focus on the new one.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Nice little util tutorial. However, there are a lot of bodies here, so some pesky USPs could hit a dink or 2, and now a little smokeroo.
Well, the race is on.
Well, yeah, that smoke on main does kind of give him a head start. And now the sound cues are there. Big as there, how many are you getting here?
Go back!
Nothing. Zilch. He'd rather secure the round, and I can't blame him. It is a full eco from the CT, so they're just going to be pack rolling around, hoping to sting with their little silenced mosquitoes.
Are they just going to look to survive and not give away any extra cash? It's only Snow with an SMG. You'd love to do a little bit of damage, force out the rebuys.
Well, you definitely wouldn't lose an AK, would you, Cowes?
Would you, Cowes?
Committing to a spray, and it has bore fruit for MIBR. Now, can they save this? I'm not sure. Snow has got a bloodlust about him. He's coming. It's a long way to run. Snow puts it down. Safe. Going to be another victim to the SMG after all. Lovely.
Well, he took care of his chores there, didn't he? He's going to get pocket money this week. Pop quiz for everybody at home. Big Uzera, how long has he been in paiN Gaming for? Let us know in Twitch chat.
I wonder what the Brazilian tooth fairy is called. I think the French have a gnome.
A gnome?
Yeah, they don't have
Gnome
a
fairy. Oh,
Yeah.
that's an interesting. All right, paiN. How real is the comeback conversation? We'll start it early. We'll give you the respect. This game means an awful lot for these two teams.
Oh, it's a little mouse in France, excuse me.
Ah, wow. A fairy mouse gnome.
And the Brazilians have birds. They leave them for the birds to collect.
That's because they don't have any teeth of their own, just beaks.
Ah, yeah, they're jealous. Let's see how they do here. Okay, I'm intrigued. You started with a two-man ace setup, puts a lot of pressure on drop in mid, but
Cooking!
yeah, biguzera's starting a Brazilian barbecue. Very hard clear, but biguzera's not going to be committing. Drop's really playing a dangerous game here. He has got support now in safe from Cam. And through the smoke, Insani feeling a lot of pressure on B. A lot of pressure being felt there outside B main. The flash in's good. One and done. Lux brings down Insani. Breno good onto Kawes with the Molotov. Lux into the site though, clears out the plateau. Safe gone too. Lux has brought the impact. That is 3 frags. He had 1 at the start of this round.
What's that about?
Well, he was feeling good.
They knew both were middle.
Oh, yeah.
At least that should have been from biguzera's information.
He's got so much to do here. This would lead to a pop-off, Chad. If he can clutch up to keep the dream alive. First headshot's good. He knows there's another coming. It's Drop. Strafes in. Drop's patience prevails. It's MIBR's round, and they are going to remind them how good that feels.
Okay, well, paiN, an opportunity to start working their way back into this game. You'd be surprised in MR12 how quick the scorelines can tighten up, but now extending this lead 11-4 will be another purchase available for paiN, sure, but just 2 rounds now. You're right about Lux. That could have been his announcement into map number 2.
Oh, good work from Drop.
Just the push through the smoke.
Can't explain that one.
Because biguzera was fighting mid doors, and I'm pretty sure he must have known. Well, he knew Exit was there because Exit killed him, and Drop was close middle, so I'm not sure exactly how much he noted in that moment, but pretty hectic.
Yeah.
With all the information going on, right? It's not always going to be clear.
And sometimes you're so focused on what you're doing, can kind of mask the communication that you have to react to, but yeah. I mean, I very comfortably attribute that to just suddenly feeling good that you got a couple of kills, wanting to finish it off, making a play.
Take a breath in that moment.
But now it's probably led to what I would consider the final chance from paiN Gaming. They're going to have to really pull up their socks now. It's a slightly compromised CT buy. You can see that MP9 for Breno, prioritizing his utility.
Well, at least they took the 30 seconds to have that conversation on how they want to deploy it, because at this moment, you win this, you've essentially won the game. That'll be 12. There's not going to be any money for paiN. You can just deal with some pesky Tech 9s and lighter upgrades into the next. All you've got to do is keep them at arm's length. Snow to go through the motions once more of that main control. Baskets Molly, exchange of a smoke, so the cat and mouse game does continue. Kawes with something lined up outside of B. And Molly off towards Dark.
Yeah, Lux synchronizes that with a push towards Con. Down, empty-handed is Lux. Insani gets that one for free. This is looking too good. It's looking way too good. NQC and Snow bleeding out. Insani, he's been run past. Ships in the night. NQC's a dead man. That nade seals it, and it's only Kawes and biguzera. MIBR are stomping up against their rival paiN.
Map number 1 was close. I think paiN was definitely the better team, but a much closer scoreline. Right now, MIBR grabbing all the momentum and running with it in both halves.
Give me a Vertigo. Well, biguzera is Exit's 20th frag. That's one hell of a KD.
Yeah, and only 5 deaths.
5, yes, indeed.
Yeah, it just shows you how easy of a time they've been having through this. And this is going to shake paiN.
I would argue this is going to really kind of have you second guessing yourselves, your stature. I think the way you put it as well, where you kind of, after winning Mirage, you felt like it was already yours. And that can get that's a dangerous mental game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It might only... Oh, there's something. 9 seconds. If he goes down after time, it's already going horribly wrong. He'll make sure he doesn't.
But yeah, like your second best of 3 of the day, combined with that, you kind of just want to get it done.
Yeah, and look, even if it's everybody, in map number 1 was at 110%, and then everybody drops to about a 95%. Right? That's going to be the difference maker. You can't turn left or right and expect them to do it for you. You need to do this as a unit. But MIBR, it's great to see the fight in them. This is a team that has been in trouble in recent time. Trying to resurrect form by changing in-game leader, putting Drop, who back in the Furia days was a supportive element, had to do a lot of the bitch work. Now he's getting to call the shots.
Drop. He's perfectly positioned to contest this, and it looks like he sealed the deal. A quad kill in mid to secure Vertigo. MIBR light work. It only takes them 17 rounds to respond and force this best of 3 the distance. Cowes last to fall, Drop for the ace. He's hunting, he's clearing, and he falters. The Tech 9 connects, but now so much work ahead of him. Cowes, you can see, he's going to try and isolate this duel, but the M4 better suited to the task. You can see safe relief there and belief. A combination of both as they prepare themselves now to try and secure a spot in the second stage of IEM Cologne. It will come down to Vertigo. Good evening, welcome back. Third map between MIBR and paiN, and very limited seats left to the second stage of IEM Cologne. In fact, the last 2 series of the play-in stage are underway and in their twilight stages. Mongols versus Eternal Fire has just gone to overtime. That's happening at the same time as myself and Chad bring you the third map, Vertigo, between MIBR and paiN. It's been a long old play-in stage though, Chad, and already lots of teams locked in for stage 2.
Yeah, a few success stories. Complexity, 90, Liquid, Saw have all been able to get through in a 2-0 fashion, where the likes of Falcons and Furia had to battle through the lower bracket. Falcons over big today, Furia taking down Heroic. And as mentioned, we're on to our last 2 games. We've had to say goodbye to the likes of Imperial, FlyQuest, 3D Max, Alternate Attacks. No Germans, with Big going home.
That's nicht gut.
Well, there's a lot of big boys around the corner already waiting in stage 2. Phasers, Vitalities, Astralis, Mouse, VP, G2, Spirit, Na'Vi. Waiting in the wings, standing by. They had media today.
Yeah, the big dogs have pulled up. You know, the area, or rather the aura around the hotel changes when you start seeing those big boys at their media obligations. And now just the last couple of battles to find out who will be joining them at stage 2.
Now, we've covered this a couple of times. These 2 teams played a mere 6 days ago. It was a 2-0 in favor of paiN. Vertigo featured. It was 13-0 victory in paiN's favor. But those nades are nuclear. Cowes and NQZ, your ears are ringing.
What a cool plan. Double HE gap to start off. And you can just commit, or you can just hold for the push. You've got all the util you need. I love this plan from paiN.
Oh! Well, that happened quickly, didn't it?
Just collapses. Just absolutely collapses. But felt like MIBR, you know, a team that gets 13-0'd, they probably watched that demo back.
It's already better than last time.
Exactly. Yeah, already. I love the idea for that T-pistol. The double HE's inspired. They clearly have done their homework.
Well, that's what we saw when we had some of our first Tier 1 new Vertigo being played. It was complexity versus mouse, and that was a constant feature. If the CTs were going to swing, they were going to be copying nade damage from the Ts, and that one there couldn't have been better in favor of MIBR. So a beautiful start. And they are running with the momentum, Alex. Sure, they lost Mirage, but just the momentum from Anubis, it must feel real good. Those bananas they were having outside to refuel.
Yeah, I mean, trying to keep the energy up. Cowes is on 6 HP, and he still manages to leave with a frag. He's done well with that. Breno does return the favor.
And the cheers from the other end of the room, which is Mongols versus EF locking horns. Twitch.tv/ESLCS. You can check that one out with Harry and Hugo. It's currently on Nuke. Musical statues right now from MIBR. Trading 1 for 1. Breno is low. Will they send him in first as the pro? They still have plenty of util. Bunch of smokes. One molly, right? What do you choose to clear? Do you want to use it towards sandbag or headshot? More delay tactics. About 47 seconds on the clock as that one lands, and well, there goes the molly. Feels like that one's been used in vain. The boost from Lux. This could pay off.
Yeah, he's going to catch the tip of the head and does some good damage. Gets away unscathed.
Two of them low. Time a problem. Winnable round for paiN.
30 seconds, paiN. What do you do with this? Lux. An opportunity onto that bomb. Takes down Insani. And now it's all gone wrong for MIBR. Short-lived celebrations are less safe, and Breno can piece together a 13-second high-intensity 2-on-4, and they're doing it, running him down. Good work on Snow.
And reset. He can reset. 10-second defuse.
He's heard the step. Has he heard both?
Surely now.
Now they get on it. Snow defusing a 10-seconder. Big Uzera, he holds on. A double kill from Big Uzera, and the second round force buy crashes the MIBR party.
Damn, just getting that chip damage in, and Snow letting that roll well after the fact. So paiN digging deep to find this energy. The desk was discussing MIBR in a loss to 9C. At least it was a quick loss.
Right.
Whereas paiN had to work over 3 maps to take down Imperial earlier in the day. So are they more gassed? And I imagine that would have been a big part of the discussion outside for paiN. So we need to really dig deep here, boys, and find the energy.
I'm sure, you know, 10:30 p.m. local. It feels like you've been here all day. You do have to dig deep to find it, but you know, you got to do what's necessary.
And then you have the awkwardness of coming all the way over to the biggest, or one of the biggest events in the year. Definitely a marquee of the calendar as far as Counter-Strike is concerned. And it's domestic opponents you're going up against. It's like, we're preparing for the Europeans.
We came all this way. And of course, for survival.
For a little bit of cannibalism.
To advance to the group stage, you have to go past the team you've played. How many times did you say this year? It was like crazy amount, in the double digits. So we've got Deagle, we've got some Tech 9s, and they are trying to right this ship with a force buy of their own. Now, I still see 3 smokes, for the T side, that is, and see what they can do with this.
Still 3 players lingering towards A for the defensive paiN. NQC's in floaters that rotate out. Cow is dealing with short.
Good timing on that.
Should swing.
Oh, Big Uzera. Oh, he adjusts. Good work. Takes down Breno. Falls back, does Cowes. Knows he's got a little bit of time on his side now, as well as the man advantage. 40 seconds. It's getting a little uncomfortable. Oh, that would be a well-timed smoke gap. Drop's going to try and walk through it. Cowes is going to have one to deal with. Does do so nice and tidy. As it's all falling apart for Safe and Co. 20 seconds and only a little bit of chip damage to Big Uzera. That's essentially the cleanest of rounds from paiN Gaming. They have repelled the invaders. Big Uzera leads by example with the triple. And MIBR, they've been silenced quickly. This was the opener. Lovely start.
Looked like it was about to go overlooked, didn't it? And this is a map where I think teams are still trying to get a grasp of the best ways to approach it. We were touching on this just the other day when we were having a Vertigo match or two. So we haven't really seen a lot of it at the tier 1s. And it's a map that I don't know how much we're going to be getting of it once we move into the next stage of play. A lot of the bigger names tend to ban it. G2 now adjusting their veto. Liquid clearly wanting to stay away from it. Na'Vi don't play it.
FaZe have occasionally played it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be on the docket at the moment when things for FaZe are all over the place. We have the conclusion of the Eternal Fire Mongol series. I won't spoil it for you, but I'll let you know that this really is now the last team to lock in.
The very
Top
last
16.
seat at the table.
And it's an equal seat.
Yeah.
It's not a kiddie chair.
No, none of that. Little booster seat.
Well, MIBR, they're going to make the most of this full eco round.
Yeah, and so are we. An opportunity for some nice inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Very good. They've actually got themselves 2 kills with these bombs.
Hello.
That makes rifles a reality. That shouldn't go much further, but they have got 40 seconds. A bomb plant would be wonderful, but good luck. Cut noise. Hope that it leads 1 player to B, which it has, so it's just 2 to get past. Lux, ooh, yeah, he's really worried. He has no info on the cross. Now NQZ cleans up. Safe's taking the bomb B. Perfect play. He's secured the plant with this. I mean, not going to write him out of it, but
I'm going to write him out of it.
I think a bomb plant.
How the hell does he win this? 41 HP, no armor.
Well, he has to go for he has to find a 1v1 early, and they're coming in pairs. Yeah.
Still, great damage considering that was only Glocks, 3 kills and a plant. For MIBR, that's a victory.
Most definitely, considering what they brought into it. 2 AK-47s brought through for the CT side, but yeah, it's certainly something out of nothing for MIBR. It would.
You may as well, why not? For him, for Lil Snow.
Yeah.
Think of this, you come over, you're in Cologne, you want to tussle with the big boys.
He's one
You have
map
a decent
away.
showing against Liquid.
And now he's 1 map away from tussling with those big boys in the group stage.
Yeah, well, there's only a few teams that still need opponents, and obviously that's going to come down to seeding. There's already matches starting to take shape, but we won't bother speculating. We'll just focus on the game right in front of us. AWP for NQZ peers down towards B in the early stages. Nobody home.
That's an interesting opener from MIBR, just no one tending to the potential B aggressions.
It's so direct. This is what they were like on Anubis, a lot more pack roll.
And it worked. It worked on Anubis. NQZ, though, is in a prime position to get this frag for free. Hello, and goodbye. Takes down Breno. Here's the reaction. Insani's got to respect the flames. Spam from Cowers doesn't connect, but an opening kill's gone paiN's way. Is there a way to turn this around? It's been a recurring theme that opening kills have translated throughout this series. Can they deviate from that? Insani leaves his util with the booster. Oh, and Insani has found NQZ.
Ugly miss for NQZ. Felt like he had the jump in that situation, maybe just a bit too quick.
I mean, he's seen so many bodies mid. Big Uzera's taking some liberties out ramp. He's pushed completely.
It'd be crazy if pack rolling works on a map like Vertigo. I can understand just going A and pulling it off, but if you're doing that through middle as well, this is a map where I think the seesaw, that shows the pedigree of a very good Vertigo team if you can seesaw efficiently. Lux is in a solid position. Snow on the side. It could be a meaty little crossfire.
Does well. Snow finds the first.
Snow
just mows him down. And yeah, this is the absence of the seesaw. A more direct, a slide.
Well, we've seen that paiN have sawed them in half. Just exit. He walks that fine line between lurking and baiting, does old exit. Big Uzera shuts the door on the 4th round now for paiN. Money for MIBR should facilitate a bit of a partial investment. Safe could get out a hero AK if he'd like, but I'm sure he'd much prefer the AWP. And there's the one back from Insani to make things interesting, but just the way that Lux and Snow had this capability for the crossfire. They didn't worry about playing on mid. They didn't force the fights. They let MIBR make the next move into that meat grinder. And that's forced MIBR to take a tactical timeout. Knack behind them to confer with. Bit with them, but unable to contribute now that we're in the game. You see him outside with the team in between maps.
Well, Chad, MIBR have yet to post an opening frag.
Yeah, it was crazy when you looked over at Anubis just how many in that first half of play were falling in the favor of MIBR, right? They felt like they were being gifted them, like spamming through smokes, dead, dropping into a position with an AWP frag. Like, it just constantly went their way.
Yeah, and in the absence of that, it's going to feel like a very different game.
You don't like it when you take the tack, you talk through the option, and then you're still late and...
No. Yeah.
But as long as there's not a rush, it's okay.
It's fine.
It's all right. And Vertigo is a map where they can crowd control quite easily with like ramp smokes and block utility. So maybe it's not the worst thing in the world that you have a little bit of a slower tempo.
With no nades and just Glocks, they got 2 kills in a plant.
3 kills in a
3 kills, excuse me, safe got one at the end. 3 kills in a plant. Now with Tech9's some Kevlar and a lot of nades, can they match that?
1 kill, no plant.
That's where I'm going with it as well. Same slow approach that worked for the Glocks, but you are up against 3 AK-47s on that CT side right now. Will MIBR continue to be dry in the opening frag department here on Vertigo?
Oh, they're getting 2 up.
Yeah, look at the pre-aim though. Snow's well aware of the possibility.
Yeah, except move over, mate. Let me up here too.
If they poke their head, they release that crouch key, Snow is going to start pelting them with bullets. Turns the flash, catches the jump up. Great awareness from Snow. Clean with it. Pristine Snow for this one, and nothing for MIBR. Oh, wow. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not a kill. And 5 rounds for the CT side already. paiN comfortable here on Vertigo.
Well, paiN's campaign, if you missed it, was a decent showing on Anubis versus Liquid. 16-13, went overtime.
Okay, yeah.
And then a close affair as well on Inferno, a 13-11 loss. So it was a 2-0 victory in favor of Team Liquid short. Then paiN dropped down to the lower bracket where they took on Imperial. And now they have another domestic opponent for MIBR. They started with a 2-1 win over Heroic, with Waro 2K standing in for Dexter, which then gave them the opportunity to play against 9Z, which they got blown out of today in 2-0. And now here they are in their third of the best of threes. Stage 1 moved away from any of the best of 1 nonsense. There's been 3 maps the whole way through, or at least the potential 4, as Cowware's aggression floating around this deep yellow smoke.
Makes me nervous. But he knows what he's up to.
There's a waterfall. He's going to play on the fade and fight.
Yeah.
Here comes the action.
But because of the waterfall, they've got nothing else to look at but you. There's no distraction. There's nothing else to be worried about. It's just Cowware's.
Well, Big Uzera tried to pop up the chest, spam through, but they weren't buying it. Now he's in trouble.
He needs to tuck tail. He gets himself away. Rotation's going to be rapid. I can see every single member of paiN magnetizing towards that A side. This is where maybe that lurky exit could start to search B. That seesaw we discussed. 45 though. Insani and exit still B side. Oh, safe should be set for a frag here if you get a bit too curious. Lovely work from the AWP. He's found lugs.
Is the bomb dropping back?
It looks like Breno might be, but if Snow catches one, isolates him. Oh, it's a hard second. Insani, an important trade. The bomb is on its way. And it looks like a save is imminent. Big Uzera will catch the tail end of drop. Takes his head off.
It's a 2v3. It's worth an investigation as far as paiN are concerned. Residual cash exists for a buy, so at least go fishing. Put the rod in the water, see if anybody oversteps. You can be playing the long game too, so I'm not saying throw everything in.
Yeah, that AK and all probably feel pretty good in your hands right now.
Yeah, so they posted up to see if anybody gets overzealous from MIBR, but this will be their second round.
And it's the first opening for Breno, who's given up 3 opening deaths, but his first for MIBR as a whole.
Yeah, and it looked like they were so ready for that play. They were waiting for that yellow smoke fade. Another kill for Big Uzera, decent damage. It's important if they take away all the guns. You know, money for MIBR with the win bonus. It's going to leave 3.6 for safe, 3.5 for drop, 3.5 for exit. So if more kills came through, we will have to see at least a Galil purchased by the likes of MIBR or a MAC-10. Won't exclude the SMGs. Going to be getting a lot of love. But great awareness in this one here. Safe just on the timing, smoke lands, Lux tries to take a bit of space behind the smoke, goes down, and that's the ticket in. Okay, so the pistol, and now a rifle round. That's what MIBR are working with, as far as the scoreline's concerned. Cowers with the AWP and not NQZ. Maybe spawn-based to go for this pick. We'll see if they trade it back. Flash off the line for now. And I guess they'll have to forego that territory. Maybe some delay tactics with the util. Oh.
Yeah, a bit of a fumble on the incendiary there. There's a smoke already.
Oh, we know where this one goes. Sani lining himself up, the ability to molly out the top gap 51. There it is. There's your little demonstration. Helps MIBR grab this ramp controller, at least look to do so. And they have given the AWP back over to NQZ. So it was a spawn-based play as paiN's opener. Slight harassment on B. There was a nade that just whistled past Snow for lick damage. So at least staying active across the map, MIBR. There's no full commitment just yet, even though it does really look like A wants to be the final port of call.
Another test for a Bianca.
I think they're just trying to put pressure on the youngster.
Yeah, I mean, so far, so good. And just cause Big Uzera to overextend into the A players. Okay, we're cooking now. NQZ's AWP. Look, see what he can do. He's going to be smoked off. Yeah, they're not going to give you anything. Oh, good util. Really limits his options. Cowers on gap can disrupt, and he has, in combination with Lux, ready for exit. Good shot.
Running him down.
Running at him. No bullets. Oh, safe, so lucky. How is he still alive? Finally goes down to NQZ. Exit last seen gap and a step from Insani. Good picture now painted for paiN as to where these two remain.
Plant makes this awkward for paiN.
Yeah, most definitely. Tickle on the bomb. And now they know where they both are. Can they get a fight together? They will. A double swing, perhaps. Multiple elevations and a sixth on the board for paiN Gaming.
Okay, handled. It looked like it was going to get messy there for a moment. And for MIBR, that worked perfectly. They put all pressure on B, and Big Uzera is the type of guy who is going to make the play look for information. He just leers out, and he gets absolutely bopped by Drop, the in-game leader on the other side. So Big Uzera playing right into their hands with that fake.
Yeah, you know you've been gamed when you're holding W and walk as your teammate or as your opponent swings you.
But his teammates make good on his opening death. The fact that they still had that gap control meant that they were able to open up the crossfires on the site. So paiN make it 4 rounds again. Flashes from Insani, facilitating a faster ramp play. Drop held at bay by the flames and nades to send him even deeper.
Well, they've definitely got their util lined out, haven't they, paiN? More. Ahead of the smoke is Breno. This is what Cowers is going to have to be pre-aiming, and he's just out-aimed. Breno had the better gun.
So Breno's gotten on top of Cowers in 2 of these rifle rounds. Oh.
It's not the lineup.
No, nobody was home, so it doesn't look great, but doesn't really have any difference of effect. NQZ will have to tend to mid. Big Uzera and Lux, do they want to stay staunch and forward, or do they want to drop back into something a bit more retake? It's important to note what type of utility they have at Snow with the Incendiary and the HE. So as far as crowd control utility goes for paiN, they won't be able to slow MIBR if they finish towards A. They've got 3 smokes, a couple of mollies, lots of flashes. I think they just want to try and play for some info, or it's a, hey, let's gamble, and if we're gambling correctly, maybe we save.
I'm interested to see what the exec is. You know, what is the go-to MIBR exec? So smoke this side.
People are just plugging the new hole, right? We haven't really seen anything crazy creative. It's just, oh, you've given us this problem. We'll just fix it in the most linear way possible.
We will create the wall that you've removed. New plant spot. There's a new default plant spot.
Yes, I think it's because of the spam availability from that new elevator gap. People are trying to tuck in a little bit tighter, and there it is. They will just... Wow!
Bloody hell, that felt like a lot of damage there. Put him in the mud. And then take down Big Uzera.
Oh, we're even going to try and erect the boost just to make sure that nobody is slinking in. So you are getting to see one of the It's tough to call it new. It's been like this for a while. It's just we don't see a lot of the map.
Remember the first 15 seconds of the patch and Reddit are going, look at this boost, it's ruined, Vertigo is gone.
Guys, you got to get the ramp control first before you worry about that boost, don't you?
Yeah, post-plant, maybe. Yeah.
I feel like we've seen a decent amount of Vertigo throughout this group stage. I'm just going to take a look right now at the map statistics.
Well, I'll tell you, it's the most we've personally seen the tournament since the change. Definitely a whole lot more than the previous tournaments. Brano's headshot here, very nice onto Cowes, and that spam finally.
Still the least played map.
It is?
This is only the 5th time. Yeah, it'll be the least played map. We had 14 Anubises, we had 8 nukes, 7 Ancient and Mirages, 6 Inferno and Dust 2s, and a measly 5 Vertigos.
Well,
and I think we've done at least 3 of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've done the majority. Okay, gap smoke, deviation from the norm. MIBR, what's the plan here? What's the go? They're making a T-side out of this. Lux with some aggression in mid, but he's naded Insani quite nicely. Puts him within that one-shot headshot range for the M4 later down the way. That's not quite what he was looking for.
Drop has to fight, forced forward by the flames.
Yeah, he's anticipating a swing from Big Uzera. Molly sandbags. Here comes Drop, having a go. Tough start for Drop. The burden of in-game leadership. There is a large party on A. Look at this. 4 from either side.
Big boost.
Could be. Timed well.
Oh, he spotted, he spotted.
Spotted. Falls off, and Lux lucky to get away from the spam. And QZ being patient on gap. Means that the rest of them are freed up to just focus Crane side. That Molly might limit his options, yeah, and QZ forced to relocate. That smoke delays things. Good read.
Oh, wow.
Good read. The spam, he still pushes. Cowes aggressive. The flash from NQZ to facilitate, but that's going to make us into a very intense 4-on-4 with 30 seconds. MIBR have to make a play. They have to make it. There's no more smokes. How the hell are you supposed to get this bomb down?
A headshot Molly would be great right about now.
It's coming. NQZ, an opportunity, but it goes awry. He misses his shot. They can maybe get this bomb down after all.
Snow's still a B.
15 seconds. Big Uzera spotted out now, distracting for Lux. Maybe he can do something. Big does well. On to safe. Bomb goes down. Default box.
Tough retake with the HP of Big Uzera and Lux.
Oh, but it doesn't help if NQZ catches exit right at the head of the play. Really tough.
Need to play off Insani's flash.
Oh, Drop evades the spam initially, desperately trying to get them off the bomb. It's too comfortable. Smoke just causes so much uncertainty, and so a 7th CT round for paiN.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense with the panic. Are they on it? We have no idea. We can't tell. The fact they have a smoke left that late as well, you're questioning, hey, we were whittling them down, and they still have a smoke left for this perfect occasion. Snow wasn't moving a muscle from B either. Like, there was so much indication that it likely could be A, but worried about the lurk or a late hit. Because there have been fakes so far in this map from MIBR, likely lingering in the back of their mind. But paiN, 4 rounds to the good right now. How many can they get on the half? Finding the fire. Looks like they're going to take things slow again, MIBR. You can work with 5.
Oh, again, this aggression. Cowes, whether it's mid-round or early round, he does like to go for make a play. Spots a tip of the head there, and oh, NQZ removes safe from the equation.
You'd much prefer the rounds to go like this if you're paiN. You don't want them to have full ramp control and have to deal with executes. If you're able to be a very jarring force, don't let them establish the staging area of ramp.
Insani versus Lux, this head-to-head between the mid-anchor, mid-defender rather. And Insani. Considering they have full ramp control, yeah, Big Uzera's come over. And he hits the first. Oh, and the second! It's beautiful from Big Uzera. Like straight up CS Source frag movie type shit.
He just continues to be an absolute stunning force, doesn't he, in that in-game leadership role. But the impact he had on Mirage, we couldn't stop talking about the plays he was pulling off to help secure the victory. And his aim on display there.
Those
beautiful.
are the plays.
It's beautiful.
Feel good.
All All right, final round of the half. Second tactical timeout call for MIBR. They're going to go into this wanting that fourth, knowing they have a 2-minute break ahead of them, a pistol round on the other side, and they won the pistol round to kick this off. They just lost that force, and since then it hasn't been able to string together an awful lot.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing consecutive.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yes.
That second round could have changed everything. Momentum, it's a fickle thing. Coach Knack gonna try and do anything he can to get his boys situated for a fourth.
Snow's going to think all his Christmases have come at once if he is able to progress to stage 2.
Oh, for real. Your first trip to Cologne. You get to the group stage, the top 16. They're testing Snow.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a risk. Like, if you get a bad timing on that jump and they start spamming, you might get stun locked. Nope.
Yeah, didn't quite execute that too well. It's cost him his life.
Just wanted to fight, didn't he?
Yeah, he really wanted to biff. He was feeling it.
They've iced him out on B these last few. It's been very eccentric for MIBR.
Lux has had a quiet half. They're actually perfect incendio, just as they're considering erecting the right side boost.
Lux has had a quiet 2 maps consecutively, I guess.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him, the score's 8-3.
Oh, Mirage was huge for him. So yeah, he has just kind of gone quiet. What's the ramp control situation? Have they got confirmation that ramp is completely clear?
Well, Biggie Zero is about to go find that out himself.
Okay, he's working on it.
It's a very, very good setup for paiN to deal with this. Cowers, window, NQZ, Lux on the side.
Oh, lovely start. Well, that's information of another one. And out danger is exit. Could do something with this. Molly, not looking, not looking. Transfer doesn't connect, but Cowes does. 5 HP on him, though. 5 HP. A single spam through the smoke. He's susceptible to it. NQZ has the cross to default. Oh, he avoids the spam. He's lucky to be alive. Forced out by the flames, but Big Uzera's there onto Breno for the trade, and now Drop left alone. The last round of this half, and he's only got 14 seconds to try and pick up that bomb. Trying to pre-fire the AWP, not going to work out for him. That is 9 rounds, 4 rounds away from the group stage for paiN. MIBR need to pull up their socks fast.
This world is slowing down. How can I fight it? How can I listen when there's no sound? Oh, the wolves are out. Yes, the wolves are out. Hold on to what you found. Days are deceiving. My
Heading towards midnight here in the last day, the last moments of the play-in stage. Heading up towards that group stage, and there is just one final seat at the table. It's last orders, and already looking good for paiN Gaming here on Vertigo. The third map of this domestic derby, only one of MIBR and paiN Gaming will secure it into the second stage of play. Snow, 17 years of age, can feel it. He can almost taste the top 16 of IEM Cologne.
It's cleared out here in the LAN hall, awfully quiet. You can hear a pin drop. At halftime break, both the teams taking it in as we lock horns. And, well, MIBR, if you get the pistol, you've got to get the conversion. The odds aren't in your favor. And they're happy to take the fights out the gate. An aggressive stance over towards the A ramp.
This is really make or break. MIBR, they won the pistol in the first half, but lost the second.
And that's where all the momentum completely got taken out of MIBR's sails. The second map of play, Anubis, they look like a different beast. Mirage was close. Anubis was easy.
Yeah.
And Vertigo, well, it's playing out just like it did a few days ago. paiN versus MIBR. This is map number 20 for 2024 between these two teams, and paiN.
20 maps.
So this is probably the most important in the year so far. No, I'll say it is the most important in the year so far.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Interesting state of play right now. So Big Uzero is going to be throwing out the Molotov. Slight lick of the flame confirms presence from Breno.
It's just a full-on fake. That's the deep elevator smoke. So they're going to go through middle. It's a B-split.
Oh, it's clever. I mean, Insani, yeah, he's going to have to hit the first bullet. He has onto Kawes. And Lux chips away at them. NQZ with the bomb. That's important from Snow. Got another one in him. Oh, and Lux has done it for him. Good to see the quiet Lux.
Bomb's loose, though. They're going to get this back. Time.
They need to retrieve it with 20 seconds left. It's just going to be Jules. And it's Snow! A triple out of Snow! paiN Gaming, they're really close now. They could speed run it straight to the group stage. That is exactly what the doctor ordered.
It was a tricky pistol. You know, plenty of ways to skin a cat, but this was out of the box. Big Uzero making it look like it's A with the molly smoke combo. And then Snow knows he needs to take the fight, the Glock in hand. And the impact from the kid who's been making noise all stage long. He loves the way that one feels. The impact, just 3 more rounds as MIBR have to force in to fight for their right.
How can you not love that? It's just so authentic. He's just absolutely gassed to be here.
Well, this is the obsession, right? We talk about it with these young guns. They just pour the hours in. This is the only thing they think about day in, day out.
Go to bed, think of Counter-Strike. Wake up, think of Counter-Strike. And rounds like that is what makes it all worth it. One of the most important maps of Counter-Strike he'll have played so far, and he just secured a leap and a bound towards the next stage of competition. Well, Big Uzero, this is a big test. He's been caught out, mantling up, and now the ramp is under their control. They are going to have to rush. It's a bit of a race against the clock here. So Kawes, he's going to get caught in transition. He's right in the open, and he's going to get run down by these CTs. He doesn't have enough bullets to find a single frag. Now it's awkward. Can MIBR respond in kind? Oh, I think they can, Chad, because drop catches NQZ. It's all gone wrong. Hello? Snow, what can you do? Nice help from Lux, gets himself one. Snow on the cross, beheads another. It's starting to take shape as 4 make it 5 between the two of them. Just when things were about to go wrong, they pipe up with 5 between the two of them.
That's a chaotic 2v5, baby, and they turn that B bomb site into an aim map. Shattering MIBR, they work so hard. These SMGs doing work, drop overlooked. But these two stand and deliver what could be the knockout blow.
Oh, I thought it was about to be MIBR resuscitating themselves. Given paiN a taste of their own medicine, a second round forced by victory really could have made a half out of this. But instead, it's Lux and Snow. 25-9 with their scores combined. They are fragging in pursuit of glory, in pursuit of the top 16.
Beautiful stuff, so much pressure there. The fights just kept coming. MIBR really just trying to swarm them. And they feel, again, their only way to get back into this game is to force once more. 4 MP9s, a FAMAS, a timeout taken, a conversation had. The pressure couldn't be higher. MIBR have been struggling.
I mean, eliminations 2 rounds away, and you find yourself force buying. With MP9s and a single FAMAS, this has to be perfect from MIBR. This has, I mean, there is no room, no margin for error. And for paiN, you take your sweet time. You are not in any hurry here.
Well, especially with how the last one went down, boys.
Yeah.
A deep breath. Work out what you're dealing with on the other side. Because there, again, the point man. 5 years, 6 months in a paiN jersey. Wasn't even always the in-game leader.
And over what? Over 1,000 maps, he still
crazy.
has a 1.15 rating.
You think about all the players he's played with from paiN, and this team is really considered a threat from the region. They dominate the region. When Fury is away, the paiN boys will play. And they'll add a 3rd South American representative, and a strong one at that.
Oh, Breno, he's going to be kicking himself. He goes down, Snow onto drop as well. Exit, good one back. Catches Big Uzera searching. And Lux, he's let that one go. Hang on. Cowes. Ooh, couple of bullets go awry. Yep, Cowes runs him down, wide swing. It's up to Insani now. He's recovered an AK, no kit. So if he can isolate NQZ quick on this jump spot, which is
well played for the info.
Gets the info for free. Insani resides himself to a disadvantage, extended disadvantage now. They're just playing that clock. Oh, Cowes gets even further information of his advance.
Smoke for the bomb, but 10-second defuse. I don't think so.
You'd think that smoke on the bomb. Oh, he's going for this play. He's not got time for this.
It's not even something he's going to clear.
Hey, down he goes. Cowes unloads his magazine as 12 is theirs. They want to make quick work of this second half. It's the 16th round, and it could be the last MIBR play in Cologne.
Oh, you just think after such a stunning showing on Anubis that the team had actually found some form, some momentum to run with. You win the pistol coming into a map that you were just 13-0'd on 6 days ago by this same team. You get, okay, we're changing our fate. We've got this. We're more experienced in this type of a... Oof, doldrum. But right now they're in the doldrums. This is... I don't see how you get out. 3 back-to-back force buys. I guess Exit has an M4. We're looking for any shiny lights, but paiN, they found their energy late in the day. 2 best-of-3s for both of these squads, but one's gassed.
And I was worried. After Anubis, I thought perhaps, you know, momentum had been sucked away from them. As you had highlighted, perhaps just kind of convincing themselves it was already theirs. But they have come in with a point to prove here in the 3rd. 12-3, folks.
Yeah, well, as they take their time, we can remind you, Complexity, 9C, Liquid, Saw, Falcons, Furia, the Mongols. And now just 5 kills away from paiN, adding their name to that list.
The very last spot. Spotted. Breno gets some info. Multiple heading his way. Throws out a smoke. Can go wide on that. Susceptible to a spam, but they don't pull the trigger. He's putting a lot into this. He's been having a lot of opening deaths. He's surely going to die to the mantle. Beautiful from Snow. Oh, he's going to get another here. He wanted to get the HE, but Big Uzera finds the trade, so it's problematic all the same. MIBR.
They got time. They got U2. And they've got the man advantage.
And Drop is in a position to try and aggress, but if he lets the fight come to him, he's a dead man. Lux is going to slowly jiggle in. Lots of damage and takes him down. It's coming home for paiN. And sending MIBR back on the plane home. Bomb has been planted. They came here to play European teams. They came here to play teams they don't play every day. But to get there, to meet them, they've had to beat the hometown heroes.
Yeah, scalping Imperial. And now MIBR.
Safe. Good work, but it's all for naught. That bomb is ticking. No kit available. 3 players from paiN already can feel it. They can taste it. Graffiti on the walls. The writing's there too. It's paiN Gaming. Securing themselves the very last spot in the group stage. Top 16 is there. Stage 2, baby. This could just be the beginning. A disruptive South American team. Strong individuals picking up this young 17-year-old who is fragging. He is